Okay, so in this video, I'll be teaching you how to turn one of these mini YJ LingLong 3x3 46mm 3x3 into a 2x2 like this one. It won't work. This method will work for any cube that is 45 or 46 millimeters big, and with any 2x2 that is not a Rubik's plan or one of the newer 2x2s with the split corner, with the corner pieces have 3 caps, like the Diane with Eden, the Fengxi, and the Moyu, and some of those newer ones like that. But first of all, you'll need to de-sticker the cube and take off all the caps from it. And then, but before you actually do all that, here, the materials you're going to need is a Dremel, an old 2x2 caps, like this one. This is a Gaussian 2x2 cap. Obviously the mini 3x3. And then a knife and some super glue. So first of all, you're gonna take, if you're using ShengShou LingLong edge, ShengShou LingLong edge, ShengShou LingLong 3x3, you're gonna need to take off the corner cap. Not the corner cap, but the edge cap. And by doing that, you're going to need to use a knife to actually pry it off. Pry off the edge cap. And then take the super glue and then glue it. Glue the edge cap down with the super glue. So you're going to be gluing it down. Putting some glue around there, there, then there, around there, and put the cap back on, and yeah, once you get all the caps glued in and letting them dry, this next step is taking the corner cap and turning them, like taking, here's an unmodded corner cap. You'll be taking it and modding it into a corner cap that looks something like this one. Yeah, you're going to be removing all those extra bits in there. You're definitely going to need one of these type of bits, which is like a sort of a cutting bit, and then like a bit that looks a lot like this one, which is like a sanding bit that has rounding, it has some sort of sandpaper and stuff all around it. Not like one of those other sanding bits like this one, which the screw part of it will not work at. It will interfere with the inside of the corner cap and not make it work as well and not get perfect smoothness. So to start off, you're gonna need to get this bit, and then sort of cut through there like this. you're cutting in through like that, and be careful of how far and where you cut through. So you're cutting that part off. So yeah. You're cutting it off, sort of like this. Yeah, and then switch out the bits so that you have the sanding bit, and then you're gonna need to sand down all the inside so it's all smooth on the inside, sort of like this. Make sure you get all the plastic dust off as you're sanding it down, because there will be chunks of plastic that will be still stuck on, but you'll need to take those off. But you'll be sanding down all the inside of there. Make sure you make it as flat as possible, not sand too deeply in there. But you're going to be sanding all that off on the inside and making it completely 100% flat on the inside. And yeah. And then now, once you've done all that, you'll do all that for the rest of the 8 by sanding all of that down on the inside for the rest of the 8. Make it all flat on the inside. And now, going back to the edge piecing of the 3x3, what you'll do is take the cutting bit and put it back on, and take your edge piece and like cutting it down. You're actually taking the edge and cutting it down so that the edge piece will look something like this. So before it's like this, and then after it's like that. Yeah, so you're making it that, making it look like this, making this look like that. And you can need sandpaper too when you're doing this, but to cut it, you have to cut it like at an angle, like so. Yeah, like this, all the way around. Yeah. So you're cutting it all the way around. So you cut it off, and then now what you're going to do is remove all this plastic that's off on the side. Yeah. And then you're going to need to sand it down to make it more smoother and flat, more flatter. And yeah, so you're going to sand it down. Basically, when you have it back into the 3x3, you do not want any other pieces to stick out above the center piece, because that will make the 2x2 catch more and it will not turn as well. But you need to flatten it all the way down so that nothing's sticking out from the above the center on the edges. So yeah, you can also use the Dremel to sand it down. Yeah. So you can also use the Dremel as well. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. You're just sanding it down, make it more flatter. Yeah. You need to continue doing that until it's good enough. Yeah. So yeah, you continue sanding it down, and check every once in a while. Make sure you sand down all enough on certain parts of it. I'm about to be done, but almost need to sand down a little bit more. So now you've sanded it down enough, and then you have to put it back in to the put it back into the 3x3, and then I'll show you what to do next after this part. Yeah. So put it in. This next part is a little bit interesting because you're gonna have to take 3 of these edges and then one corner section, like one corner section where you have 3 edges and a corner. You have to glue them all together, like glue all 3 of these edges in one corner together. That helps the middle, help it be aligned so that when you're turning it, you don't get a part where the edges are, where it's like this, where you can't turn like that. It helps keep the mechanism aligned. So you need to glue all this together. And yeah, you have to glue it all together. So you put glue around those pieces, glue it all together. Yeah. And be careful with the glue, not get it everywhere. And try not to get your fingers all glued up onto the piece or anywhere else. Yeah. So you need to glue it all together. Glue these edges onto this corner section. So yeah, you glued it all together, letting it dry. Yeah, so you glued that section together. Glued this section together with these 3 corners, the 3 edges with the corner. Yeah. And then, so you glued it all together. And now, what you want to do is take one of these corners from the 2x2 and actually glue it on top of a corner. So it would be like this. What you want to do is take the glue, super glue, and then put dab of glue down in there, like so. Put a whole bunch in. And then now, what you want to do is make sure the glue doesn't leak completely out everywhere, and then put the corner on like so. And this part, and then do the rest for the, continue modding the rest of the edges and corners, and it should turn out to be a good 2x2. And also make sure that when you glue this corners, the bandaged corner section together, make sure that all the other pieces, all the other sides can turn. And yeah, so this basic tutorial on how to make the a 3x3 into a 2x2, and yeah, it will be a really good 2x2 that really turns really well, and it can repair a broken 2x2, or it can make an older 2x2 like an E-Sing into a better 2x2. Yeah, this is my tutorial on how to make a good 2x2. A 2x2 from a 3x3, I should say.